Hello everyone. The purpose of this video is to explain the changes we made to foster home license dates and child tracks. A couple things drove these changes. One was all the training changes we were making to update the training module in child tracks. And secondly is to get a history built of those license dates, which has been missing on child tracks. So those is what drove the changes. The actual changes are not too hard to navigate. Like the initial license date, you still do that the same way as you did before. The current license date and the expiration date is what's changed. So to really illustrate these changes, I'm going to start by going to the home details page of foster parent on our test system. And one of the first things you'll notice is there's a new link down here called Home License History. And if you look first at home details, you're also going to notice that the current license date and the license expiration date cannot be changed on this page anymore. The initial license date can, and you still set the initial license date the way you did previously when you create the home, which we'll look at when I get to this next part. So to get things really rolling, let's look at this home license history. So this home license history bar is divided, the page for it is divided up into four sections. You have the current license period. Now it's going to show you whatever the latest license period defined for this home is. It gives the next section of this page is where you can start a new period. So I actually could come in here and start a new period by putting in 2024 117 of 2024, hit start new license period. Then those dates would jump up here and these would go away. The next two sections we don't have to be concerned with right now. I'm just going to tell you what they are. The next section is current training period. Then after that is to add a new training period. The training periods and training reimbursements will be covered in separate videos. So you can watch those to see what's going on with these training periods. Then the last thing this page offers you is a history. So if you click on the history button, it's going to show you a history of all the license periods and also the training periods. Again, we'll talk more about training periods later on. Then for each one of these entries, there is a history button beside it that if you click on that, it will actually show you who set these things for that particular home. So if you have a user going in there doing something they shouldn't be doing, you can quickly find that. Okay, so that is the home license history link. The next thing we're going to look at, we're going to actually go to find a parent, and we're going to find a prospective parent. So we'll look for prospective parents, hit search, and we're going to use this Mr. Paul Harvey, and we're going to go to view details. Now, when you look at parent details, nothing has really changed on here except for that education level and then also that employment bar. But down at the bottom, we still have create as a new foster home. And what I'm getting ready to show you is how to set the initial license date. So when you create a new home, obviously it works the same way, the system works the same way as it did before. But then when you click on view home and you go to home details, then you can come down here and you can actually set the new license period. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. So we'll say it started on June 15th of this year. And while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple other things so I don't have to worry about it later. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And once I do, if you look at this screen, now you will see that there are no current license date or license expiration dates that shown, and there's no way to add them to this screen. So when you're creating a new home, you obviously set the initial license date here, and if you want to save yourself a little bit of typing, go ahead and copy this. Then once you're done on this screen, then you go to the home license history, and then you're going to actually define the period. Right, this is a home is in a state that does 2 years, so I'm going to go ahead and fill out a 2-year period, and I'm going to start a new license period. So now once you save that new license period, notice that you couldn't do nothing with training periods or anything else until you got that license period set in there. Now if we go back and look at home details, now you'll see those dates showing up here. Again, you cannot edit them from there. If you type something wrong and need to edit those, you'll come back here to the home license history, make your edits, and hit save. There is a history button for this. It tells you who created that license period. It was created by me on this day and time. So that's kind of how you handle home license dates when creating a new home. Now let's say years have gone by and now it's June 13th of 2019 and you're putting this home through a recert. Okay, so you need to change the home license periods. So to do that, you just click on the home license, set your settings or your dates, hit start new, and I don't want to do this yet because I want to be able to use this home to show you how we do training periods on a new home. But anyhow, set your new expiration date, hit set new license period, and then you just change the license period. And what you would see up here is what you just hit, start a new license period. This would drop down underneath the history. You would be able to see that one down here. Now, if you notice, this is stepping one day, so it's adding one day that the current previous day. Well, that is controlled with a setting under table maintenance. So let's go there. And if you look at a branch office, we'll go to Dayton, and I'm going to cover all these settings in depth a little bit further on in this in the videos. But if you look, there is a setting here. It says start on the day after the previous end date. This setting will actually control how this works. If that said start on start on the previous end date, then this would say 6/15 also. So there is some settings on the back end that you need to be aware of, which we'll cover. So that's pretty much everything on the home licensing, home license dates that we need to show you. I showed you how to create a new home and set the dates. I showed you how to go in on an existing home and change those license dates. So that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.